So today we're going to be working on that machine over there, the 2000 Polaris 500 Sportsman. Got the Can-Am here, the 2025 Can-Am Outlander Pro Max HD7, and we also got this. You guys probably haven't seen this yet in my videos, or maybe you have on the intros. 2008 M109 R2 1800. So today we're working on this, but then we're going to be working on this. We're going to be doing both differentials on this, transmission and oil, and we're also doing the same with this, oil and transmission, and brake fluid, Amsoil brake fluid. So we were just playing with the hubs on this one, hub seals, but we're about to do the oil change and both axles on this. Stay tuned. Alright, so that's the fill plug. So anytime you do an oil change or you're changing fluids, you always want to take the fill plug off first. So Austin, my son, is going to take it off. So go ahead, reach in there and take it off. We've already loosened it up. Oh, we're doing the front axle today. Yep, take it off. And okay, they get socket. What's that socket? Was that?
That is 9/16.
So 9/16. So you can kind of see. I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but you can see fluid in there. So the fluid is touching the bottom of the threads. So now we're gonna take this drain plug off. We unloosened it. So go ahead. Is it coming off?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so don't drop that thing. Just let it drip out. What's going on?
She's draining.
Alright. Yep, can't see it. So we're just going to let this thing drain completely out. Yeah, it's going to take a little while, so we'll be back.
We are cleaning the drain plug area. Get that clean so you don't get contaminants between your drain bolt and your drain. That's why you have also a washer, basically almost like a gasket, you could say.
You have the washer on it?
Yes, the washer's on it. Then you want to take your 7/16 socket and tighten that right up.
Not too tight.
Not too tight, but good enough. Bang. Just like that.
Yeah.
Then you want to make sure it's clean again. So take your rag, or in this case,
Yeah. And what we're going to be using to clean it up with?
Amsoil brake and parts cleaner. Professional strength. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but the good stuff. Watch your eyes. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Clean it right up. Just like that.
So now we're draining the oil. I think it's a 9/16.
Let me see here. Yes, it's 9/16.
All right. So let's we're gonna, like I said, anytime you drain the oil or anything, always start with the fill. Oh. Yeah, this is a little dirty.
That was tight.
Yeah, this is my spare four-wheeler. If I have friends with me, whatever, I'll let them ride this, or he can ride it, or his four-wheeler. But Alright, so you want to take this dipstick out, which is also the fill for the oil. Yep. Alright, I'm going to take this off. Now, I don't want to go too crazy. You want to rock this thing off the lift or anything. There we go. Alright, let's see what this looks like.
Probably like Dookie.
Well, this machine was supposed to have a oil change when I first bought it last year.
Well, just because people say it is doesn't mean it is.
Right. I'm hoping we're not seeing any coolant or anything in here. She's nasty.
You need a reference. Chrome to that shit.
Alright, there we go.
Alright.
Yeah, we're going to be putting the Amsoil in here. We'll be showing you what we're doing that in a minute here. The filter off. We got our oil absorbent thing right there, so it's under the frame. So go ahead and try to take that off. He's doing it from up top, but I can see it kind of down here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. So I took a picture of these absorbents so you guys can see what I'm talking about, what I got here. Alright, so keep that upright. Keep that upright, put it in there. Open this up. That's actually a Polaris filter. Yeah, and you're gonna rub that oil on that gasket. It could be new oil or old oil.
Get it right, nice.
There you go. Yep, don't be shy with it. Put a bunch of oil on there. There you go. We're using for oil. We're using the Amsoil 5W40 full synthetic UTV ATV oil. All right, so we're gonna put just a little bit of Amsoil in here. Go ahead. Maybe like a quarter to a half. That's good. Because this filter goes on sideways, so we don't want to spill it while we're putting it on. Yeah, that should be good. So he's up there putting it into the side. Yep, and you want that nice and hand tight. After I do the filter, then I put the drain plug back in. Go ahead. I like everything to drain first before I do that. Oh, this thing must be low on battery. It is low on battery. So we'll swap this light out, or this battery out soon. Actually, we could probably put this on low now. Load this one up. This one's still good on battery.
It's your funnel.
Yep, we're using a transmission funnel, and what we did was we took the side panel off the side engine and slipped it behind the plastic, and it lines right up to the fill port for the oil. So go ahead and put a full quart right in there.
Again, Amsoil SAE 5W50. Good stuff. Some real oil.
You see it there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I figured you guys didn't need to see the oil going into the funnel, but more importantly, where how that funnel went into the oil reservoir. Yeah, we just put new calipers on this thing and new pads. We also put in the same axle fluid into the hubs. And then next we're going to be draining up the tranny. That's full quart?
Yep.
Alright, so open up this next one here. And this one, only half a quart.
There we go.
And then what we're going to be doing, after we put this only half a quart in, we're going to start this thing up. Well, first we're going to take the funnel out, cap it up, and then start it up. And then we're going to check it. And in order to check it, you got to screw the dipstick all the way down and then keep checking it like 3 times. Only half, right?
Yep. Oh, okay. Only half.
Okay, and then pull that trim funnel out. So, just gonna take that funnel out.
Oh, we got some oil in there still.
Yep.
Just letting it drain a little bit. Just so I don't make a mess on everything else on the four-wheeler. Try to be clean with it.
Look how beautiful that oil is. Alright, so put the dipstick back in.
No.
And we're going to screw it all the way down.
Oh, there we go.
Alright, so we're back. We just ran the machine for a while. Okay, and go ahead. We're going to check the oil here. So we're going to screw it all the way, and then we're going to dry it off. And then the third time we'll check it. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. So wipe it off really good. Lights in the way. Yeah, we're in a storage shed right now. Well, there's no lights in here, so we're relying on battery lights. From now on, we'll be doing this inside of a enclosed trailer. Third time's a good charm. Alright. Sorry if the lighting's not so good here. Alright, so dip it back in, but make sure it's screwed in all the way tight. Alright, then you're going to want to hold the light up to it, and we need to really look at it. So let me see it and shine the light on it. It'll be in. Alright, then hit it to me. Alright. This is extremely hard to see. That's dry. Alright, let's pour a little bit more oil in there. Alright, so unscrew it. We just added in some, we just added a half quart in there, so we're at 2 quarts right now. I'm pretty sure this is what it calls for. Oh, that is definitely full. I can see it right now. It's on the second. Yep, she's good.
It's up at full.
Yep. Alright, so screw that all the way back in, and we're done with the oil change. So, like I said, always open up your fill hole first on anything you're draining. And then you do the drain plug. when you're doing an oil change. And we're done here on the oil change. The filter's already in. While you're so after you actually put the oil in, you want to run a machine, get it warmed up, and check for any leaks. So you want to clean off your filter, make sure there's no oil on it, clean off your drain plug, make sure there's no oil on it, and then run it and check to see if there's any leaks. Alright, so now our next thing we're going to be doing is transmission and the rear differential. Back of the 2000 Polaris here, and underneath, this is the differential. The rear differential's in there. Underneath, there's no bolts for draining it. I checked up top and everything on the sides of that rear axle, the rear differential, and no drain plug. But I did realize the transmission is basically the same unit. The transmission is connected to the differential, so I think it holds the same fluid. And I don't know if you can see it, but that nut right there is the drain plug. So I believe that drains the differential and the transmission on this thing. So I'm going to drain that. And so again, we're going to take the dipstick off. Have Austin take that off up top. And then we're going to drain this. And then we're going to fill it back up. And I'm going to do some research, but I think that's the same fluid.